Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, Crypto Warehouse. It is 11 o'clock. It is Sunday, the 6th of August. We have some breaking news, I think, with regards to Huobi, which is an exchange, I believe, owned by Justin Sun. We also have some news from Ben Cowan on what he thinks is going to happen to ETH. Jib obviously had a huge rally yesterday. We're going to take a look at that. Some news about miners, finish up with some NFT and gaming news, and then in about 45 minutes we're going to have a quiz. The quiz is where we give away the crypto on the show. As well as doing that during the quiz, we drop boxes every 2,000 likes if you are watching on Binance. If you are watching on YouTube, good morning. I know Hidden Agendas is over there, as is Fake Tech. Good morning to you all over there, and hello to everybody on Binance, including the regulars. So before we begin, a little introduction on who we are. I'm going to try and keep an eye on my microphone today because we've been having all sorts of problems with the streaming software in the last week. We are Binance. We're not Binance. We are on Binance. We stream every day. We try and stream at 11 o'clock. Sometimes we stream at 12. As well as streaming every morning, we do a gaming night, I think you'd call it. Once a week, we stream in the evening and we give away codes for games we play, or we give away NFTs to do with those games. So make sure you give us a follow over there. And also, we are on YouTube. We have ticked up to 1.28k subscribers. The plan is to try and get to 2,000 by the end of the year. Once the heat goes from the summer, I will be making videos every day. As you can see, the only videos that we have been doing over here in the last few days have been our live streams because, plain and simply, it's too hot. So make sure you give us a follow over there. I'm also at some point going to drop the Telegram link into chat. You need to join us on Telegram so you can take part in the VIP Crypto Club, which is free, as well as the next giveaway. We had the giveaway last Thursday. We're going to have the next giveaway a week on Thursday. So if you need to take part or want to take part or interested, make sure you head over to our Telegram group and join, because there will be a poll going up probably today or tomorrow asking you what kind of competition you want us to run. So that's pretty much it for an introduction, and what we'll do now is go straight into the gossip. We don't need to look at the markets. Bitcoin I think is at 29.1, 29, something like that, so we haven't really moved. The markets really have just frozen over the last few weekends. We haven't really seen any action. Good morning to all of you in chat. Good morning to Belal, Yovzi, Keldraji. Welcome. Right, let's move on. This breaking news. This has happened. Update for me. There we go. This has happened, I think, over the last 8 or 9 hours. And rather than going through the Twitter news, I have found the closest article to what I think is happening. So there were reports that Huobi and Tron's executives were arrested by Chinese police. Now, for those of you that don't know, Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, he owns Huobi, which is an exchange. Tron is, of course, the blockchain. So executives from both have been arrested by Chinese police. As I said, this isn't breaking, this part isn't breaking, but the news regarding the liquidity available on Huobi is breaking. So Adam Cochran has released a Twitter thread alleging Huobi and Tron's executives were arrested in China. According to Tech Hub News, he says, credible sources have disclosed that the Chinese police have taken at least 3 exchange executives into custody for investigation involving areas like manpower, R&D, and finance. Responding to the situation, some employees stated that they received an urgent notice advising them to leave the country immediately. There have also been reports about Chinese authorities investigating several other executives. Now, that is normally the kind of thing you get with FUD, which I understand. But Cochrane, I've read his Twitter thread, and Cochrane alleges some very serious issues with Huobi, which we're going to go through. So, officials being arrested, it's not really big news. They get arrested all the time. They're detained, they're questioned, or you'll see news where officers get raided all the time. That's just part and parcel of running a crypto exchange. They're not raided, they turn up unannounced, which is what any auditor will do. Being arrested just means being taken into custody. So all of these things need to be taken with a pinch of salt. But this information, this is the stuff which I think is quite serious to do with Huobi. He highlighted a significant surge in outflows of USD assets. This supports the claims that some executives were warning them to leave the country. He noted a substantial increase in the off-ramping of USDT, with a sudden withdrawal of 36 million during the last 48 hours. Now, he talks about it more down here. In March, the SEC filed charges against Justin Sun and 3 of his companies around TRX, BTT, and other sales of crypto assets, claimed that his companies manipulated the TRX market. Now, this is the bit I was reading just before we came on air. Cochrane earlier called a notice to transactions carried out by Sun's addressed on Tron, including burning $62 million worth of TUSD, removing 50 million from Huobi and depositing 50 million into Bitfinex. The most concerning aspect was Sun's apparent burning of the 50 million TUSD, raising suspicions that it might be an attempt to temporarily create a fake balance that is not adequately backed, possibly but to snapshot or unwind debt. Cochrane also pointed out that some seem to be utilising exchanges like Poloniex and Huobi as piggy banks. These transactions raised questions about Sun's intentions and the potential implications of his actions. Now, the one thing it doesn't mention in here, which I believe is to do with the fact that it could possibly be rumour rather than fact, and that is this. According to Cochrane, Huobi should have $581 million of, I believe it's USDT assets, but according to Cochrane's research, they only have about 58 or 85 million. So they only have 10 or 15% of the assets that they are supposed to have on books, and the auditing of those wallets ceased to work about a week ago. Now, the issue for me with this, and the reason this is important, is that when you are with an exchange such as Binance, Coinbase, or Crypto.com, they provide what's called proof of reserves. And proof of reserves use Merkle trees to show you how much money they have on their books compared to how much customer funds they have, and more specifically your funds. So you can go to Crypto.com as an example and click on proof of reserves, and it will show you your deposits with Crypto.com. But it will also show you the entirety of the deposits with Crypto.com. This is important. Binance, for example, has 104% of assets on its books. So for every 100 billion of assets that you own, they have 104 billion in assets on the books. So they have an excess. If you compare this to a bank may only have 1 billion of cash sitting in reserves for every 100 billion of assets owed to customers. There's a massive disparity between banks and crypto exchanges. When you start to turn off the auditing on your exchange, that is a massive red flag. It doesn't matter whether this is all FUD or hearsay. As soon as you stop reporting what assets you have on your books, then there's a problem. And when you start to move money to your personal wallets, when you start to move money to different exchanges, that's a sign that something isn't right. Obviously, there are small transactions here or there. Huobi staff are trying to find the best spot price for Bitcoin. That's fine. We're talking about too large a chunks for it to be anything to do with the running of the business. So if you have funds on Huobi, and this isn't financial advice, it's my opinion, not the opinion of Binance. If you have funds on Huobi, I would seriously consider, for now, moving them to a non-custodial wallet and keeping them there until you find out what is going to happen with Huobi. I'm not trying to cause a bank run. I'm not doing this for the benefit of Binance. But every time there is something like this, one of two things happens. The exchange comes out and proves their reserves within hours or days, or they deny it and they end up being liquidated. If that's the case, then we are looking at another black swan. Maybe not as major as FTX. FTX was a huge chunk of the market, but it is better to be safe than sorry. And remember that this is your money. This isn't their money, this is your money. Get it off the exchange, hold it in your non-custodial wallet and wait. Anyway, I am not going to harp on too much more about that, but that's what I would do in your situation. Now we're going to move on to talk about the interview that I watched with Ben Cowan, which I believe wasn't yesterday, I think it was the day before, so this was on Friday. It's being reported by Crypto Globe yesterday evening, I believe. So Ben Cowan predicts a 50% drop in Ethereum relative to Bitcoin. So he's not predicting a $900 Ethereum, as some people have said on Twitter. It's the pair rate. So what is going to be the swap rate between Bitcoin and Ethereum? I think at the minute it's 0.06, 0.07. He's predicting it to maybe go to 0.03, 0.04. That just means that he's expecting the price of Bitcoin to outperform Ethereum by 50%. That's what he's saying. Not saying that Ethereum is going to drop by 50%. He's saying that Bitcoin will outperform Ethereum by about 50%. According to a report by the Daily Hodl published early today in a recent discussion with Crypto Banter, I mean, this is Chinese whispers. So Crypto Globe didn't write the original article, it was written by the Daily Hodl. The Daily Hodl didn't carry out the original interview, it was carried out between Crypto Banter's Ran Nuya and Cowan. Now, traditionally in my eyes, Ethereum used to have 0.1. So you would need 10 Ethereum to buy one Bitcoin. At the minute, you need nearly 15 Ethereum to buy a Bitcoin. So it's dropped some way from its highs. You have to look at the comparisons between the two. And Ben Cowan loves to talk about how alts bleed against Bitcoin. That just means that Bitcoin, at this stage of the cycle, Bitcoin outperforms everything, which is, based on history, it is true. So Bowen's prediction is based on his observation that the ETH-BTC pair appears to form a bearish double top pattern on the monthly chart. Does it actually show the monthly chart? No, it does not. Okay. The pattern suggests that investors will likely trade their ETH for Bitcoin during any rally. He described the current situation as a massive distribution phase, similar to patterns observed in previous cycles. He's correct. We are in an accumulation phase. Cowan notes that historically the ETH-BTC pair has shown a tendency to decline from June through December. Cowan anticipates potential drop to as low as 0.3 BTC. It's not going to go to $900. That is not what he's saying. The issue is that Bitcoin has been on a tear. It's been on a massive pump, and alts, including Ethereum, have lagged behind. Now, if Ethereum goes to $2,000, so it goes up 5%, say 6%, and Bitcoin goes from $29,000 to $40,000, that will drop the BTC ETH pair from 0.063 to 0.05. Both of the assets have gone up in value against the dollar. Now, if ETH doesn't move and it stays at $1,800 and Bitcoin goes to $50,000, then you'll see a 0.036 ETH Bitcoin pair. So the price of Ethereum doesn't have to come crashing down to $900 like this writer is suggesting. That's not what's going to happen. We are not going to see a situation where Ethereum loses 50% of its value and Bitcoin stays the same price. So I'm not quite sure if Siamak Maznavi understands the situation, or potentially maybe he shouldn't have just put this on the article. However, Cowan also cautioned that even after reaching this level, the pair could experience further drops before finding a bottom. He believes that a potential seasonal correction in the S&P could be the trigger for this scenario. I mean, at the minute, if we were to compare crypto market to anything, it would be like treading on eggshells. And what I mean by this is that one wrong move, such as Huobi going out of business, that could drive the price of Bitcoin down $28,000, $27,000, $25,000. On the other side, we could have an ETF approval, or in the coming weeks, we could have an ETF rejection, Bitcoin ETF rejection. All of those things could massively swing the crypto market, and some crypto influencers will tell you we're going to this or we're going to that. There's always two sides. If Huobi goes out of business, if the ETFs are rejected, if Coinbase doesn't win its appeal in court, and we have enough negative press, the price will come down. If we come through the next 6 months without heading into a recession, if the Fed starts to sound dovish, if Huobi doesn't go out of business, it's very difficult. That's why you need a crystal ball. It's very difficult to predict what is going to happen. So when you see a headline such as BTC to $50,000, you have to remember there's two sides. It could go to $25,000 or it could go to $50,000. There's just different odds of each one happening. And at this moment in time, I think we're 50-50. It's very difficult to see where we're going to be in September. I'd like to think by December we will have a better understanding of where we are with regards to the world economy, maybe the Ukraine issue, maybe the Fed have gone dovey. All of these different things, we'll have a better idea, and we should have a clearer run. But for the time being, I wouldn't be trading in and out of Bitcoin Ethereum pairs. I'd be sticking in Bitcoin, but that's just my opinion. Now, I haven't dropped a box yet, so I'm going to drop a box. I'm not getting any chats. My app isn't working today, so I will drop a comment to win and hope you all get it. I'll drop it for 5 minutes. And I'm keeping an eye on my mic, and we are all good. Right, let's put that into chat. If you are on YouTube, or watching on catch up on YouTube, we have a link to Binance in the video description. You can come over to Binance, take part in the quiz. The quiz will be in 25 minutes time. And the good news is that I have not written the quiz. And what that means, that I'm going to make up the answers and the questions today. And we're going to do it based on the articles that we've been through. So we're going to see how good I am. We're going to see how good a quiz master I am by asking questions based on what we've talked about today. And we'll see if I can think of 8 or 9 questions to do with these articles. Let's just see, shall we? Right, so the box has dropped. We're going to move on to talk about SHIB. SHIB is not one of my favourite projects because it's a meme coin. I am not a fan of the meme coins, but I understand a lot of people are. A lot of people like Doge. A lot of people like SHIB. And as you can see from the boxes that we drop SHIB. And we talked about this yesterday. We talked about the new metaverse from Shiba Inu, which is the Shibarium, I think it's pronounced. And there was a bit of a tear yesterday. So Shiba Inu is seeing an extended upward momentum this weekend, with the dog-themed crypto taking a sharp leg up since Saturday. You've gotta love a dad pun on a Sunday morning. SHIB, as well as its sister token Bone Shiba Swap. Not a sister token, Bone is the DAO token of Shiba Inu. Not technically a sister token. That was up 13%. It's up 13% and it's got to its resistance of a few zeros and 1, marking a 4-month high. Now, I did a quick bit of TA on this in Telegram yesterday, and there's potential for another 10 to 40% increase from here. There's also a potential for a 10% retracement from here, so bear that in mind. And I know it sounds ridiculous, we can go up 10% or we can come down 10%, we can go up 40%, we can come down 15%. I don't have a crystal ball, I can only tell you what the charts say, and the charts say that we could see 0.1100 or 1100, or we could see 1400. But that depends on what the news is. The Shiba rally has come despite the risk-off mood seen in the rest of the financial market. Sentiment towards crypto has improved in recent sessions ahead of the launch of Shiba Inu's blockchain project, Shibarium. Developers see Shibarium as providing an alternative to Ethereum blockchain. It's expected to be more energy efficient and faster and reduce the total supply via burns. Very good. Now, one thing about burning coins is there's very few examples of successful burn mechanisms for coins. And yes, it's great. Don't forget, there are 589 trillion Shiba Inu in existence. To get to, I can't remember what I worked it out as now. To get to 10 cents, Shiba Inu at this moment in time would need a market cap of 58.9 trillion, which would make it 100 times more valuable than Bitcoin. You've got to realise that the supply has to come down. The supply has to come down by about 500 trillion. And that's never going to happen with a burn. A burn over time is always a good thing. But you're going to need to burn 2, 3, 4, 5% the first few years to really start to see an increase in value and a decrease in supply. So people saying that they want a $1 Shiba Inu or a 10-cent Shiba Inu, it's not going to happen anytime soon. If there was a huge burning of 50% of the total supply, it would still not get to $1 and it would still not get to 10 cents. So just bear in mind that long term it's great for the price. Long term it's great. It'll go from 1100 to 2200, maybe even knock another zero off. But don't expect a $1 Shiba Inu. That is not going to happen anytime soon. It's just too big an asset it's just too big a supply for it to get anywhere near that level. And now, yeah, so this was another article I looked for today. I was looking at a discussion about miners, and the halving is when the amount of Bitcoin rewarded to miners is halved, so they lose 50% of the rewards. What this means is that the profitability of a miner gets reduced by 50% at the current difficulty level. What tends to happen then is that miners will be turned off because they become unprofitable, and that reduces difficulty to the point where miners can then make a profit. That's one way for it to work, and this happens with Litecoin and it happens with Bitcoin. I used to mine Litecoin every week or every 3 days. There'd be an update on the difficulty level, and that would be based on the hash rate on that chain. So there's two ways that the Bitcoin miners can make profit. One is a reduction in hash rate, and the other is an increase in the price of Bitcoin. Now this headline is a little bit misleading. Bitcoin doesn't need to break $100,000 for miners to stay profitable. That was just a figure that was put out there, and then the discussion underneath came out with a different figure. But we're going to go through the article first, just so you understand. A Seeking Alpha analysis reveals that Bitcoin prices must not only more than triple, but should be sustained above this level for miners to remain profitable in 2024 and beyond. Bitcoin mining stocks have been superior to the price of Bitcoin. Volatility has been tapered and price pinned to below 31,000, registered in late June. Stocks of Riot, Marathon Digital and other popular mining farms have more than doubled in the past months. Now the reason for this is that I talked about alpha and beta, and what that is that's a stock's correlation to a market. So Shell, for example, the price of the Shell stock is directly correlated to the price of oil. The price of MicroStrategy is nearly correlated to the price of Bitcoin. But then you can have excessive correlation, and miners are in that bracket of excessive correlation. If the price of Bitcoin falls 5%, the price of mining stock will fall 15%. If the price of Bitcoin goes up 50%, the price of mining stock goes up 100%. So it's a multiplier of not the underlying asset, but the asset or the market that it's connected to. So if Bitcoin has gone up 60% in the last 7 months, 8 months, then the price of these mining stocks are going to more than go up by 100%. So you can see the price of these stocks has gone up between 54 and 99% since, that's surely not since June. The report says that Bitcoin prices must surge above $100,000 for these miners to stay profitable. Assuming prices remain at spot rates, mining companies like Riot Platforms might have to issue new shares to raise money and secure operational funding. The new shares, there will be dilution forcing the share prices down. This is true. Experts predict that the hash rate, which we've just discussed, would fall by 30%. Analysts contend that though the network manages its supply economics with halving, miners will have to spend their input from the same block. Now, this has kind of covered it, but not really. So what it's saying here is the price of Bitcoin would need to get to nearly $100,000 for them to break even. But this one remark here also explains that the hash rate will fall by, the difficulty will fall by 30%. So we don't need $100,000 Bitcoin, we need a $70,000 Bitcoin for them to remain profitable. Because there will be, and there always will be, unprofitable miners that turn themselves on and off. So the headline of 100,000 is wrong. We need to get to $70,000 after the halving as a baseline for miners to remain profitable. And that is 130% up from where we are now, something like that. So irrespective of what price targets other people may have, we have to get to the all-time high to remain profitable. And if you can't see a pattern in that, I don't know where else you can see a pattern, because my bottom for the next bear market is also $70,000, because we use the previous all-time high there or thereabouts as the bottom. If you look at, we hit $16,000 in the last bear market. The previous all-time high was 18,000. So if we go on a massive run in the next bull run, in 3 years' time, when we're in the next bear market, our bottom should be somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000, roughly. But it's a good article to explain there's more to just the price of Bitcoin than ETFs and people buying and holding. The miners, they're the people that keep the entire thing going. They're the people that keep the show on the road. If miners are selling Bitcoin, the price is suppressed. If miners are holding Bitcoin, the price is going to skyrocket because there's no supply. Now let me drop another box. I've been talking for hours today because my chat isn't working. Right, drop my box. So if you have messaged or sent anything into the chat, I'll drop this box and then I will restart my app again and see if I can see any of your comments. So let me just drop another box. And if we do get through these, we've only got 15 minutes. If we do get through these articles in time, I'm going to go through the VIP Crypto Club, explain what that is, and then tell you why I think, not financial advice, I think you should join it for free. So there's the next box. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, you will not get these boxes. What are my thoughts on yield games? Do you know? Did that box just drop? I can't even tell if the box has dropped. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me restart the app. See if that's working. Okay, the microphone's still on. Thank God for small blessings. Okay, go back into the chat and see if you got the box. Okay, perfect, the box has dropped. So, on YouTube, somebody's asked the question of what are my thoughts on yield games. It's had a massive run up. Nothing goes up forever. What I would do, if you have made profits in the last 24 hours, I would take those profits. I'll give you an example. So yesterday, Star Atlas, which, you know what, I'll bring up a chart. I'll have a little intersection because we are ahead of where we need to be. We've only got 2 articles left. So let me show you what happened. On. There we go. So when you have a coin that has a huge run up, right? I sold my Star Atlas yesterday about here. I sold my Star Atlas there. Star Atlas, you don't need to know too much about it. It's a coin to do with a game on the Solana network. Now, why did I sell it? I sold it because it was massively overbought and it needed a correction. And what happens with a correction is the price, sorry, not the price, the RSI strength has to come down. Even if it comes down for a short breather. So what can happen with these coins is it can do this, or it can just come back to where it was. It can do one of those two things. And as I've said before on this channel, I don't have a crystal ball. So when there is an opportunity up here, take a profit, I take that profit. Now, there was a retracement. It's now down about, I don't know, for argument's sake, it's down 15% from where I sold. So what I'm going to do is when this coin, or when the RSI comes down to somewhere around here, I will then think about buying that coin again because it's cooled off. If we look at YGG, I drew this yesterday. Right, I drew this yesterday about here. And as you can see, it's kind of following the same pattern. This is either going to be sustained because there's some news out that I don't know about, or this is going to come up here. The price is going to come up to the next level of resistance, which might be, I've got this, here we go. Right, so as you can see, this is the point of control. We are now at the point of control. The point of control is about 50 cents, which I believe is what I put into Telegram yesterday. So if this is going to go on a tear, the next target for it would probably be somewhere in the region of 67 cents. But I don't know what the news is that's caused this pump. So I can't say if it's going to go to 67 cents. If we come back, we're going to come back to 46 cents. That's how I read the charts. I'm not an expert, and I don't claim to be an expert. But that was a nice distraction from the articles, and I hope that helped the person listening on YouTube. Now, has my chat started to work? I think I can now read the chat. Fantastic. Right, let's move on. We've got 7 minutes to get through these articles. So, Super Rumble, a promising game in Horizon Worlds. Super Rumble, a game within the MetaQuest virtual universe system called Horizon Worlds. The game gathering attention for its enjoyable gameplay. The concept of Super Rumble is straightforward. Players are dropped into a simple arena with 7 different weapons and are tasked with eliminating each other. So, this is Hunger Games. Each round lasts a few minutes and players respawn after death. As players progress, they level up and unlock new in-game skills and gear. While it may not compete with the likes of Fortnite or Apex Legends, Super Rumble offers a surprisingly good game. This reads like a sponsored article. Super Rumble represents some important advancements in the metaverse. Meta's internal game studio OI created the game using new tools and that allowing developers to integrate external elements and assets into the worlds. So this is the interoperability that we've been asking for. It also introduces innovative features. Players assume the role of their own meta avatars. While Meta envisions the metaverse as a place for socializing rather than intense gaming, Super Rumble provides a compelling game. This is an infomercial, I don't know what you want to call it. So I'm not going to waste any time looking at this. I looked at it because I thought I liked the idea of Meta changing its angle and going into gaming, which is the better way for them to progress. Even though I want them to fail, I still think it's a better way for them to progress. Now this is a game from Animoca, who own the Bored Ape brand and also CryptoPunks. And we've got 5 minutes left. We are absolutely on time. Second, right. So Animoca Brands, Enway cooks up a storm with the incoming Rec League. Over in the resilient world of Web3 gaming, Animoca Brands subsidiary Enway has just unveiled something spectacular. Skilled Development Studio is cooking up Rec League, an AAA NFT fighting game. Does that? No, it doesn't. Additionally, adding to the grand spectacle, Enway will also incorporate some of the biggest IP in town, with Yuga Labs taking center stage. It's Yuga Labs, by the way, that own Bored Ape, not Animoca. Scheduled to launch in September, the game will task players with building their own superior wrecking machines from a wide array of interchangeable NFT parts, then sending their well thought out creations into the Rec League arena. This sounds like that TV show that used to be on Channel 4 in the UK. And they had it in America as well. I don't know if they had it in Europe or anywhere else. And it was called Robot Wars. I think it was called Robot Wars. But they've taken Robot Wars and put it into the metaverse. Good morning, John. I hope you are well over there on YouTube. Thank you for saying hello. All in all, each machine will be composed of 10 NFT components, each of which providing its own advantages in the field of play. These come in the shape of arms, chest, head, legs, shoulders, knees, satellites and accessories that players can arrange into over 1 quadrillion possible combinations. Players can then switch out of these components until they've built the ultimate machine. I think we should have a little watch of this. And it gives me a chance to have a coffee. If you're wondering why I don't play the sound on videos, very simply, on YouTube you can be done for copyright infringement. So although it's good to play these videos, it's not always possible. For the crypto giveaway, John, there's 2 ways you can join it. You can join it through Binance or you can join it through Telegram. They are the 2 ways to join the crypto giveaway. So that's, I mean, one thing you can say about Yuga Labs is they make very good 2-minute videos. They're very reminiscent to me of Fortnite. They tell a story in a very relaxed way. I do like them. They could very well be using the same themes. Part of Enway's incredible vision, the Rec League project will partner with some of the world's most prominent brands. The first endeavour, the Yuga Labs, with Bored Ape, Mutant Ape, that Kennel Club, coders to the project. The game itself will launch on both PC and mobile devices. Now this is one of the things that I've been asking for. So, Star Atlas, which I mentioned before, they have a kind of sci-fi elite metaverse being built. And there's a few projects on Solana, such as Astrals. Astrals was a project, NFT project, that was fronted by Shaquille O'Neal. Each of those characters looks very much like it would do well in a sci-fi world. I think having a metaverse filled with other NFT projects is a great way to move forward and gives utility, which I talk about all the time. If you're playing Fortnite and you have an NFT over here, and that NFT has no utility, but it looks, as the kids would say, it looks sick. What do you want to do with that NFT? You're going to have it as your profile pic. Fantastic. What else can you do with it? You could take that character and play Fortnite with your NFT, or you could play Call of Duty or Otherworld by Yuga Labs. So there's lots of different things you could do with it, because it's a skin and it can be mapped onto the characters in those respective games, even if it was just the head of your character. So having these metaverses, allowing external Layer 2 projects access, maybe for a fee or maybe for a percentage, whatever it might be, is a great way to add utility to an NFT project. So that, thankfully, is the end of the news, and it's 11:45. I think we should give ourselves a huge round of applause for absolutely nailing the news in 45 minutes and managing to do TA and managing to not break the mic in 45 minutes, which has happened every single day for the last 4 or 5 days. Now, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to participate in the quiz, you need to come over to Binance and we will give you the tips on Binance. We can't send you crypto on YouTube, you've got to watch us through Binance. If you don't want to join Binance but you want to stay in touch, go over to Telegram. I believe you go to details underneath the video on YouTube, it will tell you how to come out to Binance and how to join on Telegram. Let me just change the screen and we'll get on with the quiz. And with that, we've managed to successfully navigate technology today, and I am not going to tempt fate. So I'm going to leave this up on the screen, and what I'm going to do is drop this into chat. This is our VIP club. It is free to join. It does not cost you a penny. I paste that in there. That is our club. If you want to win prizes, get the giveaways. The last one we did was last Thursday. The next one we're going to do is a week on Thursday, and we're going to be dropping details today on Telegram. So if you want to know what kind of giveaways we have, all of the details for all of our socials are on Binance Live. You can email me, Telegram group, my Twitter address, my website address, my YouTube. Everything you need to get in touch is here. I'm not going to spend too long on it because we've got to do the quiz. If you want to get in touch, follow us on Binance. All of my contact details are underneath. You can get in touch with us. And now I'm going to start the quiz. And this is going to be fun, because I'm going to base the quiz on the news today. So if you've been watching since the start, you are going to know the answer to this. If you are new, I will explain very quickly. You have 60 seconds to answer these questions. These questions are about crypto, and more specifically today, they are about the news that we've gone through. You get 60 seconds. The answer is always one word, and the answer is always lowercase. If you get it right, you win crypto. Can't say fairer than that. It's easy. So the first question: what exchange does Justin Sun own? So Justin Sun, we've just been talking about him today. What exchange does he own? Now I'm hoping this is the part of the show where I get to say hello to everybody in chat, because the chat hasn't worked all day, so I've not had or seen sight nor sound of anybody. Good morning, Tariq. I have just seen you answer. And for all of those of you, for all of those putting sun, I've never heard of that exchange. So I don't know where you've got that from. I'm going to give you a clue. The answer's on the screen. In the top right-hand corner. Four of you have got this right. 7, congratulations. Well, we now have a list of people that have been listening all day. So let's see who's got this right. The answer is Huobi. And if you look in the top right hand corner, you will see one of the titles is Huobi Oh No. And as Crypto Jamie points out, it is going to be an interesting few days ahead for stable coins, because stable coins are being burnt here, they're being burnt there. Binance have been removing USDT from different places, and I don't think there'll be a bank run on stable coins. In terms of, I don't think there'll be a massive sell-off like we've seen. They attempted to depeg TUSD. USDT is, I think it's too strong. But thank you for the comment. Thank you for the comment, Crypto Jamie. So the people that were listening are Crypto Torado, Tariq, Romario, and Beryl. I've not seen Beryl in chat for a while. Welcome, Beryl. The answer is Huobi. Justin Sun has been moving money around left, right, and centre. Algorithmic stable coins. Yeah, I can't read that out on air, but I know what you mean. So that's the first question. Huobi is the exchange that is owned by Justin Sun. They should never have allowed Paxos to control. Yeah, BUSD shouldn't have been anything that was controlled by Paxos. Paxos was in America. It was just waiting for the SEC to shut it down. The BUSD should have been done somewhere outside of America. Now, the next question is going to be to do with Shiba Inu. The question is, we covered it today and we covered it yesterday. What is the name of the new Shibarium metaverse? Giving you a bit of a clue there, because I think this is a bit hard for those of you that are new to the channel. So just put the name of the SHIB metaverse in the chat and you have won. Thank you, Crypto Jamie. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. It's great to see you. Leave it. Message me so I can follow you on your channel. Fake Tech, you are correct. The answer is Shibarium, and I'll let you off with a capital S on YouTube. I will let you off with a capital S. And I did give the answer away in chat because I thought it was a bit unfair, this question. So let's see how many got this one right. 20 of you so far. 24 of you are correct. 26. Don't worry about not streaming on Binance, just drop me your YouTube link. I watch about 5 or 6 other crypto YouTubers, so if you just drop your link on the videos you make, I'll catch up on your channel. 34 correct answers. Well done to everybody that got that right. The answer is, of course, Shibarium, which I said in the question to kind of give you a bit of a clue. Top Grade Farms was taken out by the LFG No, RNG Monkey. While Crypto Hunter was also taken out. And Tariq? What's going on? Oh, I know what's happened. I do apologise. Everyone has just been massacred. No, Tariq, it's my fault. I meant to put in 1300 SHIB, and the 3 must have been missed off. But it's actually 100 divided by 100. So you've all been assassinated. You've all been taken out. It's not just you, Tariq. It's everybody. Alright, okay, so well, I'll make sure I put the right amount in this time. So, just so you all know, you're new, you just joined us, the questions I'm asking are based on the news today. So, we've gone through, we've asked a question about Huobi and Shibarium, we've asked a question about the SHIB rally, Huobi, first 2 questions. So, I'm going to be asking questions now either about Ethereum, Rec League, or the halving. So, just to give you a heads up. So this next question. I've managed to fit in. I have managed to fit in the question. Give me 1 second, however, as I just need to go and check the spelling. Because if I spell this wrong, you're all going to lose your rags, and I don't really want that on a Sunday morning. Let me just spelt it right. There we go. Okay, so the question, very simple. I want you to give me the surname of Ben, who said that there will be a 50% ETH drop. So we spoke about a crypto, I don't know what, he's a statistician, technical analysis, we spoke about him. He's called Ben. Just give me his surname in chat. He thinks that there will be a 50% drop in ETH compared to the Bitcoin price. So the ETH BTC pair will drop 50%. What's his surname? He's a very famous YouTuber on Twitter. I think he's got somewhere like 600,000 followers, so he is fairly big. But what is his surname? See if anyone gets this right. Upgrade Farms is close. No correct answers so far. Stop copying, he's not called Cohen. 1 correct answer. 2 correct answers. This is brutal, this quiz. This is absolutely brutal. The last question, you didn't get any SHIB because I mis-entered it, and this one is hard. 3 of you got that right. The answer is Cowan. He is called Ben Cowan, and his YouTube channel is called Into the Cryptoverse. 4 of you got that right. Pussy Mini, Top Grade Farms, Crypto Torado, and Jen McCoy. So Crypto Torado and Top Grade Farms, I think, have you both got all of the questions right so far? Because that's pretty good going. Ice-T is here. So let's see, did Ice-T try and answer that question? Oh, he did. Binance. No, that's not the right answer. Cohen. No. Copied and pasted the wrong answer there, my friend. You backed the wrong horse. So, Crypto Torado. What I'm going to do then, if I think it's a difficult question, I'm going to really drop the number of answers. Okay. So, the next question. Let me try and find something that you might get. Okay. Thank you, Crypto Torado. Right, now I'm putting the answer in for the question. I don't think anyone's going to get this right, so I'm going to make it a big box with only, I don't know, let's go for 10, no, 15 correct answers. Right, so in 2024, when we have the Bitcoin halving, what will be the new Bitcoin miner reward? So I want you to give me a number, and it's a number with a decimal in it. 15 correct answers, so you should all win bigger than normal. Now, is Crypto Torado alt-tabbing to Google to get the answer to this? Because he's probably looking at the same page I am right now. What will be the Bitcoin halving reward in 2024 once we have had the halving? So I need a number. I don't want the price. Rocky Ray has nailed it. I don't think people realise just how much of an impact this is going to have on the price. I don't think people really understand what's about to happen in April. And for those of you that are here now, and I know you're told this all the time, but you are really early. The answer, because the box has disappeared off my screen, in April, whatever the date may be, 2024, the Bitcoin halving will go from 6.25 to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. So there will only be 3 Bitcoin, just over 3 Bitcoin, produced for miners. Ice-T, you're going to have to try a lot harder than that. You actually get the answer right, I can't see. A few people got it right, and a lot of people missed off the dots. Right, what I think we should do, I think we should switch to some easy questions, because I think we have we've asked some tricky ones, so we're going to start with some easy ones. If we don't ask easy questions, Ice-T won't get anything right, and that would make him very sad, or her very sad. I don't know if it's a he or a she. It will make them very sad. Now, this isn't a trick question. I don't know, there's a name for this psychological term, where when questions have been so hard, when you get asked an easy question, you think it's a trick. It's not. I want you to tell me who the CEO of Binance is. A 2-letter answer. Who is the CEO of Binance? We especially want Tariq to win. He's having a bad day, I think, with the quiz. There we go. Fake Tech's answering everywhere. He's answering on YouTube. He's answering on Telegram. They're all over the place. Caracas Paulina, your message was surrounded by the answer. So I hope you win now, Tariq. 38 correct answers. Weffelhaf, I don't know what that answer is, but that's not the CEO of Binance. Get in! Actually got it right. Let's have a look. Caracas entered the right answer. Congratulations, Caracas. "46 of you. Well done. The answer is, of course, CZ. I don't need you to tell me his name was... I'm not going to pronounce it. I'm going to murder his name if I do that. I'm not going to do that. Marketplace. Adam, congratulations. Caracas has won. Ice-T won. Ice-T, nice copying and pasting there. So Tariq won. Georgie. Arabayata. Too many to read out. We've gone from nobody winning to everybody winning. It's too hard to read out. Rocky Ray, well done. Rocky Ray, congratulations on getting 3.125. You did know that. Brilliant. You looked it up, then nice Googling. Right. Next question. Let me ask you some easy ones. I normally have a set of questions that I read out every couple of days and then change it up, but the last few days have been tiring, so we've not had a chance. Okay. This question is easy. Is Bitcoin proof of work or proof of stake? Easy. All you need to do is type in POW or POS. That's it. You will win. So, is Bitcoin mined or is Bitcoin paid out as a reward for staking and securing the chain? There are your two options. Top Grade Farms, straight in with the correct answer. Well done. Ice-T, copied and pasted then in about 3 seconds flat. His copying and pasting skills are on par. I mean, if there was an equivalent, you'd have to think about Messi or Ronaldo. Well done, everybody. Plenty of correct answers. Remember as well, the record for the number of correct answers on a stream by me is 102. "45 correct answers. 46. We're going to break 50. 50, get in. Have a look. 50 correct answers. Well done. I'm not going to read everybody out for obvious reasons. Priya, congratulations. Ice-T, Marketplace again. Everybody that I haven't read out. Device. And Tariq, at least you didn't get taken out by the monkey today. Crypto Torado nearly did. Sonia, Andy and Sonia, not seen you on. Ben, congratulations everybody. Do we like easy or hard questions? So I'm going to pour some coffee. I want you to type easy or hard. If you type hard, then I will reduce the number of winners and increase the prize. Say easy, I'll continue with these easy ones. It's up to you. I'm going to go with the majority. So type in hard or easy. Crypto Torado is going to type in hard because he's got everything right today. So, got your network is lagging, Sonia. I think the last couple of days we've had some kind of problem with the Binance Live platform because it hasn't worked properly for me. And today I didn't see the chat for 25 minutes. I had to restart it 3 or 4 times. I think there's a problem. Maybe they need to update the app. I don't know. And what is also really odd is if I'm not talking on the stream, on the app, my signal goes off. So the actual screen goes off and on. And the second I start talking and the second we start to do the news, it doesn't go off, but then the chat stops working. It's just a little bit messy. Iced tea, you're being rude. Hard is good. It's not good for you because you don't get them right. Mucky head. Easy for everybody to win, even iced tea. Hard with options. Hard with options. That's a good way of doing things. I've done that before. Okay. Here's one. And remember, I always say it's only easy if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, it's not easy. So the question is very simple. Which of these two companies went bust? Was it OKX or was it FTX? Which one went bust? That's your question. 60 seconds. Good morning, Gerper. Welcome back to the show. Nice to have you here, sir, or miss. I might start talking about it and actually get an idea of which one's happened. So this, right, going past, this exchange went bust. The CEO was Sam Bankman-Fried. He was the chap that has now been arrested. Stream is going smoothly, by the way. Now, remember what happened on Wednesday, Fake Tech, when I said everything's going fine and you went shush, and then we've had 3 days of solid problems. You've now tempted fate by saying that. 3 seconds to go, 40 correct answers. The answer is indeed FTX. FTX went bust November 2022. Sam Bankman-Fried is under house arrest. His Harry Potter girlfriend is selling him down the river to try and stay out of prison. John McCain III, or whatever he's called, he's gone into FTX and he's found nearly all the money. They were insolvent, but not by anywhere near as much as people thought. They have found most of the cash. I think they've found over 7 billion of the 8 billion. So most of the money is going to be paid back. And it's going to be relaunched. FTX 2 is coming out. Take my advice, it's not financial, do your own research, but don't touch it with a barge pole. So congratulations to Bilal, Ice T, Russivan, Crypto Torado, Tariq, Sarah, well done everybody, Gerpo won, well done everybody. Ice T is too smart. It'd be great if his name was Alec. You're proper smart Alec then, wouldn't he? Right, next question. Okay, takes a little while to type this in. So I want the name. The question's so long I can't give an either or. I want you to give me the name of the blockchain that Justin Sun created. I want the name of the blockchain. Do not put in the name of the coin, as in 3-letter ticker. I want the name of the chain. 4 letters. You know the answer, you know the answer. What blockchain did Justin Sun create? Tariq is straight in there. Ice T, nice copying and pasting. Upgrade farms. You need to put in well, you type them both in. You're just too quick. Now, if the stream stops working or my mic goes off, I want you all to blame Fake Tech on YouTube for telling me that it's going smoothly. It's all his fault. Seven seconds to go. Let me click on this. 57 correct answers. Brilliant job. Again, I'm not going to read them all out. See if anybody that haven't read out today. By Picasso, I haven't seen that name in here for a while. Sona, well done. Sajib, congratulations. Noted. Adam, congratulations. Hillary, the new name to the stream, 1999. That makes Hillary 24. Good age to get into crypto. Mokhtar Larousi, well done. Abaz, congratulations. Now somebody said up here, I use my brain, no copy paste. Ben 101, the problem is there's no way to add an option unless I shorten the question. And then the issue is, very difficult to ask a question and give options on all of the questions. So I can ask about proof of work, proof of stake, that's easy, but it's difficult to ask or give either ors on every question. Plus, if I give either ors on every question, all you need to do is paste the answer twice and you've won. All you need to do is type in POW or POS and you've won. So I can't do it on every question. And some of the questions are so easy, even Ice-T doesn't have to copy and paste. This is an easy one. This is so easy. This is so easy. If anybody gets this wrong, I'm going to question why you got this one wrong. Because I think he must be one of the most famous people in the world. What is the surname of the owner of Tesla and Twitter? Remember, you need to give me his surname. I don't want his first name. If you put the full name in, the quiz on the app will not let you win. So, if you type in Elon Musk, you're not going to win. Type in Elon, you're not going to win. Type in Musk in capital letters, you are not going to win. This is very much like the pedantic quiz of the century, and it's not my fault. I'd give you all the prizes in the world. Unfortunately, it's the way the Binance system works. 48 correct answers. Ben, very easy. It is, but I'm mixing it up. In fact, it's nearly 20 past, so I'm only going to ask probably one more question and then drop the box. Well, actually, I'll ask one more question, then I'll go through the VIP Crypto Club, and then I'll drop a box. Sakina, Nick-Nack, welcome back. Andre, well done. Sonia Bullet, Sarah, congratulations. Rocky Ray, Gerper, Beryl. Names, I'll be here all day reading out names. Well done to you all. Not Twitter. It has been changed to X. That is true. That is true. But I have to allow time for people who don't know what X is to catch up. So maybe in a couple of months' time, I will start to ask who owns X Tesla. Right, last question. I'm not going to ask a difficult question. Let me have a think. The last question of the day needs to be... Okay, question is... Now, to answer this question, just take a long, hard look at the monitor that you're looking at or the app that you're on. Can't say fairer than that. What is the biggest crypto exchange in the world? All you have to do is put the name of the biggest crypto exchange in the world into the chat area and you will have won. What's the name of the biggest crypto exchange in the world? So I want the name of the biggest crypto exchange, not the biggest crypto, the biggest crypto exchange. Correct, Fake Tech has got it right on YouTube. See, when I was at school, I was told to read the question. Tron is not the answer to the biggest exchange in the world. "43 of you have got it right. Well done, everybody." "46. Well done. BK has won. Samarth, Sarah, Adam, Perseus, Marketplace, lots of people. Braid Guru, well done, Andre. 46 of you. Ben, Ice Tea. Yeah, I always used to be one of the kids that would read the question and it would say, "Please read to the end," and then you'd read question 120 and it would say, "Sit back, fold your arms," and so you wouldn't have to answer any questions while the rest of your mates were sitting there trying to answer these ridiculously hard questions, and you'd be sitting there going, "Well, question 100 says don't answer anything." If you don't answer, that was the last question. Lexa, hello, British boy. I haven't ever been called British boy. Samir, your reward should get to you in 30-45 minutes. Tariq, I'm going to kick you out of chat for that comment. I'm going to ban you from Binance if I have my way. I've already banned Fake Tech. Fake Tech can't log in. Adil can't log in. Right, so I'm going to drop the last box, but before I do, I will do the socials. Everything is worked today, which is nice being a Sunday. So, if you like watching crypto, we are on YouTube. So please give us a follow over there. All of our details are here under the chat. Now, we also have a VIP crypto club, which I would love you all to join. So what I will do before we drop the box, I'm going to put some links into the live so you can all get to them. VIP Crypto, very simply, is a crypto club that we have launched and we are slowly building. And what we will do is we will give a percentage of our revenue to the VIP Crypto Club. And we'll do that either with airdrops or giveaways or NFTs, whatever it might be. So to join it, you need to get yourself on to Telegram, because that's where all the details are. If you don't have Telegram, which is understandable, if you don't have Telegram, you can go straight to the page. I think is that link. Yep. Go straight there and you can register. So if you're wondering what kind of giveaways we do, we did a giveaway on Thursday. And to enter the giveaway, you needed to be a member of the VIP Crypto Club. If you weren't, you didn't win. But we had 6 winners. We gave them all, I think it was 30,000 SHIB and 150,000 SHIB. Which obviously at the beginning of the Crypto Club, we know the prizes aren't going to be huge, but they're going to build up over time. And whenever we do a collab where we advertise or where we do a sponsored video, We will always make sure to ask for coins, to ask for NFTs, for giveaways to give to you guys. So join the club. It doesn't cost anything. Membership will be free forever the first 1,000. But I'm going to warn you, we're going to close it at 200. The reason being is we want a small group of people to test the new members area that we're building. All of that information is on Telegram. I'm not going to harp on about it. So follow us on Binance, that's the most important thing. Follow us on YouTube and join the VIP Crypto Club. And that's it. Also, by the way, if you do want to tip us and you think we are brilliant, there's my pay ID. Andy, there is a lot of people watching today. Iced tea, let's burn my grip. Iced tea, it's so hot in here that it feels like it's already on fire. Let me just put it that way. So I'm going to go because I've overrun, as I always do. It's nearly past. I'm going to drop the box now, put the end screen on for 10 minutes while I drop the box. I'll see you tomorrow. It's either going to be 11 or 12, depending on how much of a lie-in that I get. So thank you, Andy. Thank you, Fake. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Thank you, everybody on Binance. We will see you all in the morning.